What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has stated and mapped out pretty much the next time Dillian Whyte will be returning to the ring. Now, he has an interesting list for Dillian Whyte, so listen up. He states that it would either fight Dominique Breazeale, which is preferred because he's the mandatory for the WBC. Okay. The next is Povetkin, Alexander Povetkin. And the last of the Mohicans is Luis King Kong Ortiz. And more than likely, it is in that order. You know what I mean? Because of, I guess, from risky to riskiest, right? So, you know, we have an interesting lineup for Dillian Whyte, but of course, this is how Dillian Whyte has been able to sell out the O2 Arena. By fighting fights that people want to see. By fighting fights that are risky. That fighting fights that you don't really have to fight. You know what I mean? He didn't have to fight the Parker fight, so he gets full credit for that. The Chisora 2 fight, well, that's another story, but a lot of people thought he lost anyway, so he ran that back. You know, so it was an action fight nonetheless. He's been known for an action fighter. The only problem is he is heading in the right direction. I think he just needs to do more in his career to get where he feels that he needs to be instead of where he's going. He's going there. He's just not there yet. You know, and I mean, I don't want to beat up on Dillian Whyte too much because, you know, the life of a boxer is very dangerous. You get in there, you risk your life, you take punches, you know, and it's easy for someone on the outside to say, hey, you need to fight so-and-so and this, that, and the other. You're ducking this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? But honestly, I don't think that the money that he was asking for, he deserves right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's just my opinion. But, you know, nonetheless, what throws a monkey in that wrench is reality and truth. And the truth of reality is, shout outs to Yorkie Elliott. You know, he left a comment, subscriber on the channel. And he left a comment on the last issue or in the last video that I talked about Dillian Whyte. And he was like, well, he's been chasing Deontay Wilder for a year. And Deontay Wilder hasn't really even threw him any types of shade. He just told him to fight Luis Ortiz, right? Okay. You know, how promising is that? You know, no one really wants to go down that road. On top of that, you know, you have an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua for the belts, but now you want more money. Now it's all about money with you. So, you know, I'm guessing that, you know, with Anthony Joshua, it's always been about money. It's always going to be about money, you know, but ask yourself this to counterpunch that. If Deontay Wilder did give him that amount of money, what do you think that he would be worth? What do you think that they would offer Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel would offer Dillian Whyte for a fight like that? It would be nowhere near $4 or $5 million, I guarantee you. Because, hell, that's more than Deontay Wilder made in his last fight. Let's be real. So it wouldn't be about the money with Deontay Wilder. So why is it about the money with Anthony Joshua? Oh, that's right. He makes a lot of it. That's why. And Deontay Wilder does not. You know, he's just a normal guy, a low-key guy from Tuscaloosa, Alabama that has a WBC that can hit you and knock your head clean off. I get it. But then why are you so adamant on chasing this guy to the end of the world when you know that's not at stake? You know, you want to fight this guy, I guess, for the belt, but you don't want the other 3 or 4 belts that Anthony Joshua has. That's the only thing that makes no sense to me. You know, and I have to bring it to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, with the 3 guys that he has, you know, he has to continue his journey because, I mean, obviously he's passing up an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, you know, and that's that. He needs to continue up that road, continue that path, give us some good fights, beat these guys. And then, you know, and this is not set in stone that he can beat all these guys. Maybe Dominique Breazeale, because I don't know, because Dominique's a little slower, but he's taller. You know what I'm saying? That would be a hell of a fight, and I would love to see any of them. I would love to see him fight any of these guys, so I'm happy to see any of these guys fight him. Of course, I would love to see Luis Ortiz because I'm waiting. I want to see what Ortiz can do on an elite level with another elite fighter. That's why I really want to see that fight. I want to see if he's worth the hype. I want to see if he is too old. You know, Povetkin, the same thing for him. I want to see if he's too old. You know, because people talk about Povetkin. He's only got 2 losses. Klitschko, Joshua. That's it. You know, and he gave Joshua problems. Let's be real. He buckled Joshua first round. Short uppercuts and left hooks on the right, on the inside, at mid-range. So maybe he can do that to someone like Dillian Whyte. Again, all three of these fights, I would love to see them. I can't wait to see them. So Dillian Whyte is turning into my favorite action fighter without a belt. Okay. And that's the only problem in that he doesn't have a main belt, a piece of that title, but it's just bizarre to me why he would pass up 3 belts and the opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, unless he wasn't thinking that he would win. You know what I mean? So he's probably thinking in himself, deep inside himself, like, maybe I can't beat Joshua because I've got better, says Dillian Whyte. But he also has to acknowledge that Anthony Joshua got better as well. So let's just be real. You know what I mean? Maybe the risk isn't worth the reward for him. He needs more money. That's why he's like, nah, I ain't fighting him for no $5 million. I'm not risking getting knocked out because why? I've been knocked out before. But anyway, I'll keep this short and sweet, guys. You guys tell me about Dillian Whyte's journey. Who do you think that he should fight first? Of course, please subscribe, guys. You guys been counterpunched. Peace.